Alright guys, so hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So quickly today we're going to learn how to cut that native, okay? Look at that design in front, that's that design in front. We're going to learn how to cut, okay, our native with that design and stitch it, okay? So if you're interested in that illustration, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video. Thank you so much. So let's go without wasting time. So supposing this is the native, okay, that we want to do the top, our native top, that we want to have that zigzag design in the front. Supposing this is the native, we want to have that zigzag design in the front. How can we achieve that? Alright, I'm going to show us a very simple way to achieve that. So first we're going to check the length of this top. It's 24.5, okay? So this is the color gum we are using. Guys, what you're using for that design is color gum, okay? So I'm using paper here to illustrate it. So it's color gum you are going to use, because when you are done, you gum your fabric to the color gum. So this is my color gum, right? And the length 24.5 there, this is up to 24.5, so it's okay. So how are we going to fold this to give us that? I just folded this into two, and this is having a wideness of 10.5, and the wideness I need is only 9.5. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how we share this wideness into what? 9.5. So look at this. I want my design to be, this is the center of this top. I want it to be 3 inches this side, 3 inches that side. Altogether, I want the gap in between the design to be what? 6 inches. The gap in between to be what? 6 inches. So watch carefully what we are going to do. First of all, I am going to mark out 1.5 inch. Now I want the wideness of that design to be 1.5 inch. Alright, that is why I'm marking out 1.5 inch. So I'm going to mark out 1.5 inch here. Okay, I'll still mark out 1.5 inch here, and I'll join these 2 points together. This is the first step, guys. I'll join these 2 points together. Alright, the next thing now is the gap in between those zigzag lines. Like I said, the gap, let's say the line is coming like this and like this. So this gap in between here, the wideness, I want it to be 6. So 3 this side, 3 that side equals to what? 6. So I'm going to measure 3 here. Okay, and still 3 here. Then I'll join this again, these 2 points together. Join those 3 points together. Okay. Now, this 3 inches I measured here, I'm going to measure it here again. Just watch carefully. Measure it here what? Again. 3 inches. And I'll still join it together. Okay. And then this 1.5 I measured here. I'm still going to measure it here. 1.5. 1.5 inch. Alright, so I'm going to measure like that, and I'll still join these 2 points together. Okay, alright. So alright, the next thing now, if you check that design, you see that design has like 3 segments. Okay, it called from 1 to like three different segments. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Now from these lines I drew here, this is supposedly the center, this center line for this top here. This is it here. Okay, this is the line here. It's just like this is where the neck is. Just like this is the neck. Alright, just like this is the neck. Okay, so like I was saying, this design you can see that we can divide it into 3 segments, which means this paper will be divided into 3 segments. So if we have 24 here, let's say 21. If we divide 24 by 3, you have 8. Alright, so these 3 segments, this is what? This is one segment 8, another segment 8, another last segment. Alright, now these are our 3 segments. Okay, so now let me show us how we are going to go ahead and curve what we have there. Alright, the first curve will be in this segment here, like this. The first curve will be here. Alright, back to this segment here. This one will come here, back here, and then go this way. Alright, so let me show you how to do this. You can use your French curve for this, but I want to use my freehand but you can actually use your French curve for this. Like this is my French curve, I can use it for this purpose. Like for instance, you can have your French curve this way. But I wouldn't want to use my French curve so that those that don't have French curve won't feel you can't do without your free hand. You can bring it this way, alright? Come here like this. At this center line here, see, I'm not going to cross the center line. I'll just come, I'll not cross the center line. I'll go back, alright? And I'll touch this line again. I won't cross it to that side. I'll just go back and touch it. I won't cross it. And I'll come back again. Come back again. You see this? You see this? So coming back again, I will now cross. This is the last time I'm coming. I will cross the center line now. Cross the center line. And then I'll come here like this. I'll see this, I'll come here like this. I'll say I simple this, I'll come here like this. Alright? This curve here should be a bit sharper. Sorry. I'll see this. So what next are we going to do now? Mind you, we say this wideness of this line is 1.5 inch. So we bring down our 1.5 inch. We'll mark our 1.5 inch. Mark our 1.5 inch. Mark our 1.5 inch. Okay, you understand? This is 1.5 inch there. We'll mark our 1.5 inch. Mark our 1.5 inch. Mark the 1.5 inch. Alright, so coming here with this line, guys, we'll cross this line as well. When we are coming here now, we'll cross this line as well. Alright, we'll cross it as well. We won't stop here, we'll cross it as well. Can you see this? I've crossed it. So we'll still mark our 1.5 inch. Okay, it's already 1.5 inch here. Now this second line is going to come this way, touching the 1.5 inch point we had marked. Can you see this? Touching the 1.5 inch point we had marked. Touching the 1.5 inch point we had marked. Just watch carefully. Touching the 1.5 inch point we have marked. Touching the 1.5 inch points. See this, guys? You rest on this 1.5 inch line here. Can you see this, guys? As simple as this. Now, like I said, this is your collar gum, not your fabric. This is what your collar gum, and not your fabric. This is your collar gum. So simply, we'll cut it out. So watch carefully how I'm going to cut it out. See this? So I've produced our design. Like I said, this is your collar gum, alright? Because it needs to be strong. That's why we're using collar gum. It needs to be strong. So when you have gotten your pattern, this is your pattern for the design. You now bring in your top. Now, after getting this pattern, alright? After getting this pattern, you are supposed to go ahead and use, because this is your collar gum, alright? So you're supposed to go ahead and use the fabric you are gumming to the collar gum. Use it and gum it to the collar gum and hem the edges behind very well, alright? So you place your design this way. Can you see this? This way, alright? In the second part of the design, can you see? It's supposed to be this way. Can you see this, guys? And can you see how it's automatically crossing itself at this point? to give you exactly what you have in the image there. Guys, you can see how simple this is. Hope I'm not blocking you. Hope you can see how simple this is. So guys, can you see how simple it is to produce that design you are seeing right there? Guys, let me know in the comment section if this is what is there. Let me know in the comment section if this is correct. Let me know in the comment section if it is wrong. Still let me know. Alright, so I think this is what we have in the design there. So like I said, this white fabric, this white here, is actually your color gum. Alright, when you are done gumming it, when you are done, okay, for instance, if this is the fabric I want to use for this design, I'll simply carry it and gum it to this my color gum and do what? Hem the edges behind. Can you see this? Gum it and hem the edges what? Behind. Can you see this? What I'm saying? So when you are done, you carry the fabric you want to use for the design, you gum it on this your white color gum and you hem the edges, you gum it and you hem it behind. Okay, when you are done, you carry it and place on your fabric and your design is what? Is set. When you place it, you can either use gum, hemming gum to hem it, and then you go ahead over to your machine to stitch it, however you want to do it. So guys, thank you so much. We've achieved this design. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you guys.